trying a new camera angle here. We'll see how it goes. A big permitted load coming out of here at 112. That's the goal anyway. Alrighty, Paul, you're good to go. You're welcome. over here just to make sure. Now the 8s are getting light. I gotta kind of adjust on that. About 1,000 pounds off. So I was kind of watching some of the earlier videos, and with the head strap, sometimes the looking back and forth, checking the mirrors and everything, I don't know, to me it was a little jarring, so decided to get the chest mount. See how that does. So, stripping the high wall complete. We're back to normal operations. That truck coming in. Alrighty, Kyle, you're good to go.
Alrighty, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Pretty surprised at the amount of views that we got last time. I was just kind of doing this for fun, but I'm grateful for a couple thousand views. That's pretty cool. Sometimes I'll sit around and I'll watch like construction videos and heavy equipment and stuff, so I know that other people are interested in this kind of content too. It's nice to be able to watch somebody do something. That way, if you're trying to also get into a certain trade or something, you can kind of, you know, maybe not get a feel for it, but you can kind of see what it entails.
Thank you.
I think I said on a video or two ago that that's how I learned how to run the scales and that kind of thing, was getting on YouTube. It's a very handy resource. I'm definitely a visual learner myself. I can watch somebody do something and I can kind of copy that, or at least get a, you know, a general feel for it. And we're not running anymore. I wonder why. I just noticed that they shut the plant down. So we put a new stacker in on the sand loadout, and I had to yank that thing across the yard yesterday. That was pretty interesting. I wish I would have got that on film, but there was just too much going on and too many bosses here. I didn't want anybody to be upset that I was, you know, using a camera or give them the impression that I might be distracted or something. But yeah, where that old screen is over there, I'll show you the stacker here in just a second. It was very heavy. It was a bit much for this old girl. She's a good horse. She ain't let me down yet. But this 972 yanked it clear across the yard and into position, which was pretty fun. Not very nerve-wracking with so many people here. You know, nobody wants to mess anything up, and somebody that's been doing this for a decade or more, I mean, it's no skin off their back. They'd probably do it in a heartbeat, but for me, I'm still pretty new at this. So you have that whole don't want to mess up thing kind of working against you. I got it over there, got it in position. You guys can see that's a totally different stacker. We got 20 more feet coming out. So where it used to drop, you can kind of see where the piles, where they differentiate. So you have the front here that's coming off the stacker now, and then you have the one behind it. That's where it used to drop. So there's about 20 more feet of belt and stacker, I guess, that we have to utilize now, which I guess is kind of nice. I mean, to be honest with you, the old stacker worked just fine. It was a lot of work. It took us all day to get it in. A lot of work to put an older model stacker in that doesn't do as good a job. You know, I don't know. I thought that was pretty confusing, but I don't cut the checks, so certainly don't make those kind of decisions. But the idea was that this stacker goes to this plant, so they just wanted it to match up. I'm not really sure what the thought process was, but it's here now. So I had to yank it. We hooked the chain around it, on the down there at the tail pulley, and over here where the old screen is, pulled it all the way down here in reverse, pulled it this way. I'm in reverse the whole time yanking it, pulled it around back in here and around what sand that we had left yesterday, and pulled the tail into position. And they had a crane kind of maneuver it the rest. There was only about like 6 feet to go, so I set it off to the side of the concrete pad that we have for it, and the crane kind of picked it up and put it into place. And yeah, so that was that. A bunch of other maintenance stuff. They went up and cleaned a bunch of the spray bars off in the wash plant. Cleaned the jaws off on the power screen. Changed a bunch of rollers in the hopper that feeds the crusher. So yesterday was a big maintenance day for sure. And just kind of planning on running all day. I have no idea what's going on. Somebody from the company just pulled in maybe 30 minutes ago or so. I don't know if they're looking at the generator or what's going on. Could be, I'm not sure. We should be running right now. It's odd that we're not, considering that the bin's full. So I would venture to say that this is an unplanned shutdown, or non-scheduled as they like to say. Unscheduled, non-scheduled. I ran myself completely out of 8s yesterday. We had to go and dip into the stockpile. It's not necessarily a big deal, but I don't like to do that. Once I start stockpiling, I don't want to run in them stockpiles until I absolutely have to. It's once you start digging in it, you undermine it. It's not a pain, but you know, it's just one of them things of the industry. I guess you have to do some places. Yeah, once I start stockpiling, I'd rather just keep on stockpiling until we're not running anymore. That would be the ideal situation. Mound all this stuff up, and then once we shut the plant down for the winter, that's when we run out of the stockpiles. But that hasn't really come to fruition at this place, as I've been in the stockpile on the last video, I think. I'm not sure. The one before, maybe. And I ate a good portion of that away, at least maybe 20% of it. I was pretty surprised. You know, you think that there's thousands of tons stocked up there, and you'd think it would take quite a while to run through that, but it really doesn't. It goes fast. So we're back to gotta kind of watch what we have on the ground. I don't want to run too much up the hill. Just in case. The 57's are fine. I don't think I'm gonna run any more 8s up. Yeah, just checking out the new mount, seeing the camera angle. May post this video, may not, depends on if I like it or not. I can tell that it's already gonna be a little shaky, which I thought that wearing the head strap was jarring, but you know, my body with the GoPro mounted to it, hitting potholes probably is gonna be just as jarring. So we'll have to see. here in a minute I'm gonna go and see what's going on. Should have a truck coming in here in a minute, but I don't want to go and check this out. I haven't been back here since they built a bridge, a land bridge, so to speak. So we don't go down there anymore. We come straight across. And I think they've been having to jump the battery on the starter for the generator, so that might be why he's here. But they built this using the Cat and the Komatsu.
Stand off the stacker again today, Kyle.
Yes, sir. On the be the west side of it, the opposite side we were at yesterday. I'll be there in just a second.
All right.
Yeah, so they're eating the high wall out here. I mean, the land bridge turned out all right. I was pretty surprised. It took them, I think, 3 days to make this. I can't imagine how much material went into building that. Try to stay on the drive as best you can. There's a big old trench I gotta cross over.
Alright, maybe I need to move over that way a little bit then.
No, you should be good right there. You might have to come back a little bit though. That'll probably work.
$225.5, please.
All right. This is my least favorite side to load out of. It's very rough. much. Hold on a second, I owe you a little bit. I dropped off too much.
All right.
That's better. All right, you're good to go.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I believe I might have time to get me another one.
All right, good deal. We'll be here.
All right, yeah, I'm running a little ahead of schedule today. On the scale, Shelley number 11234, and I've got sand for Plain City. $27, please. Thank you.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Second way, say 26.7 on the second way. Just a second, John. I gotta nick the pile here. Alrighty, sir, you're good to go.
Thank you. See you later.
Yes, sir. Oh my gosh.
One 39054, stand, please.
We'll find out what these last weights are. Cut the video.